Now, this guy, he's working really hard. He's working on this horseshoe. This is about, manual work, manual skills, loving our work, new undertakings, positive results for our business. Then you've got this 3 of chalices, something that's happy, joyful, happy endings, mutual joy, victory, healing. And then this Ace of Pentacles, which does say abundance. But of course, it is financial abundance, prosperity, a very secure future. So you have been putting in a lot of work to increase your financial abundance. And you have been doing this in preparation for the future. Because you see here this chicken duck, essentially it's just hatched. It's just hatched. So this has been like an incubation phase for you, a preparatory phase for you. But you are coming to the culmination because the egg's not sitting there, the egg is hatched. So this is, in the month of March, you are coming to this culmination, this conclusion of this incubation, preparation period that you have been in, where you have been working hard financially to set a solid financial foundation for the future. Now, looking at the cards that are on the bottom of this deck, it appears that you have been doing that in preparation for a future with love, romance, marriage. Because you felt, you see the stable doors open, you felt as though you could not go into the future without that stable foundation, that stable financial foundation. Like, okay, for some of you, you don't feel like you can offer marriage to someone until you're financially sound. You've got that solid financial foundation where you're like, okay, I can take care of them. I can take care of future children. I've got it. I've got this covered. You didn't feel you could do that until you had that, but you have that now. So you have sudden wealth, imprisonment, and courtship. So in March, you are going to have some sudden wealth, some sudden money coming in. It could be, a large sum of money comes in from a settlement or lotto, or maybe you sold a property. But again, you felt you could not move forward. There's someone that you want to be with. There's someone that you want to start a relationship with. You are not in the relationship with a person. You are not dating them. You are not courting them, because again, this is courtship and these two are not committed yet. Neither of them have been hit with the arrow of love yet. But there is someone that you want to build a future with, a family with, a foundation with. And in March, because of the financial abundance that you have, you will finally be able to move forward with that relationship that you wish to pursue. Because the only thing they're saying that has been keeping you stuck is money. You felt you had to have this money, which is not, they're saying it's not all about the money. But in your eyes, that's what you believed it to be about. Now, as far as what it is that has led to the situation, you have the 10 of chalices, which is 10 of cups, and the 4 of pentacles. And at the bottom of that, it says control. Now, in the past, with regards to love, you were stuck in some old patterns, some old habits, some cyclical choices that you were making that were not necessarily the best choices for you. Choices that led nowhere. So for some of you, you were in like dead-end relationships or a dead-end relationship where maybe you kept choosing to be with the wrong person over and over, or you kept choosing people that were similar over and over. But that's because you weren't ready for this family life. But now you want this family life. You want happiness. You want, the white picket fence. You want it all. You desire that now. But you do have very traditional beliefs that have made it so that in your eyes you have not been able to move forward until the finances are set, the finances are established. Which that's an honorable thing. For those of you that are men, you want to be able to take care of your wife. You want to be able to take care of your children. Our roots, the male's the hunter, the female's the gatherer. So you want to provide. But the thing is that has kept you stuck where you've not been happy because they're saying for some of you have been so worried about money. They're saying don't allow the money to be a clutch any longer. because everything does not have to be perfect, and you don't have to be this extremely wealthy person to move forward in a marriage with someone. You don't have to have that, because they're saying for some of you, you have been using that as a clutch to keep yourself from moving forward into this new partnership that will bring fulfillment, that will bring the happiness that you're desiring. And you know who that is that you want to have it with. You've got thoughts, and you see here, he's thinking about this woman. And then you got the privileged lady, and then you have toil and labor. So what has brought you to this point of having the money to be able to move forward is you know who you want to be with. You know, you're thinking about her. You're not with her. She's by herself, but you can't get her off your mind. You're thinking about her all the time, but you've just been working. You've been working to the bone. You are like, I am going to make this happen. I'm going to get this done. And actually, we're going to go ahead and separate them this way, make my life a little easier before I go to the next sign. But you're ready for that. You desire that. Again, they are saying don't allow that to be a clutch. You don't have to have this big financial offering. It's not like you have to offer her a dowry or him. So they're encouraging you not to allow that to stop you. Now, as far as what your hopes or fears are in the month of March, you have 7 of Pentacles and you have 2 of Wands. At the bottom it says progress. So you are ready. You are ready for this new beginning. You know, she is very pregnant. She's about ready to give birth, to hatch this new beginning. You're ready for that. You want that. You desire that. Some of you have been having a difficult time being patient for pursuing that because you want it now. You want it, but you're like, oh my gosh. So for some of you, they're saying that it's mixed. So for some of you, you're really excited, you want it, but you have felt that it wasn't the right time. But now it is the right time. It is ripe for the picking. The time is now. For others of you, and for those of you that were having to wait, you know, you were starting to lose your patience because you were feeling like, and some of you were also feeling blocked, like you couldn't move forward. Because again, divine timing, it was not time, but now it is time. And others of you, you weren't patient because you're like, oh my gosh, I want this, but oh, I don't have the money. So they are saying that it is time. It is ripe for the picking. It is time to move forward. Some of you, you are fearful that this will not take root, that this will not flourish. Some of you are worried about that because you're fearful she may have picked someone else. Yes, you see, she or he, you know, she's picking this fruit. So you're fearful since you were taking so long putting in deep roots, financially getting secure, she's moved off to start a new beginning with someone else. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's your concern, Taurus. You have the main female, the mature male, and the family room. Now, the family room was a room off the parlor room. That was where you would take your intimate, you know, friends, family, people that you were very close with to share secrets with. But you see how he's looking at that room with kind of dread, and there's no one in the room. The room is empty. So most of you, you are fearful that she or he has chosen someone else. And now that you're at this point where you're ready to offer your love, you're ready, you're like, okay, I've got everything set. I've got my ducks in a row. I'm going to go. I'm going to make her the offer, make him the offer. I'm going to do this. Now, to not have confusion, I'm getting that it's male. You are a male. But do keep in mind, this is a general reading. So if you're a female and this sounds like this is your story, go ahead and flip it around. But you are now ready to make this offer of love. And you are so worried that she has chosen someone else, that she's no longer there. Some of you are also fearful of having to share your secrets. And it doesn't necessarily have to be bad secrets. Now, for some of you, you are concerned about having to share some secrets, things that have transpired in the past or whatnot. But others of you, you're fearful of having to share, you know, your secret desires, your secret hopes, your secret wishes, you know, truly bearing yourself to someone. Now, as far as what the angels are recommending, and then we'll go over your outcome for the month of February. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So some of you are leaving a situation to go to a new situation because you have this card conditioning. And, this card, there's this lion in the midst of all these sheep. And so this lion was raised by sheep. So this lion believed himself to be a sheep. You are believing that you are someone or something that you are not because of other people's opinions of you or their expectations of you, or for some of you, even the hurtful words that they have said to you in order to keep you trapped. But they're saying, this is the month where they are encouraging you to really take a look at it, see who you are, step into your power, and break free. It's time to break free of this. Because sheep, they're meek, they're mild, they're going to cower down, they're going to do other people's bidding. For some of you, you have been in a relationship, and for some of you, it's almost been like a pack mentality. So maybe you were in this relationship with someone, but as you became closer to all their family and friends, you felt that you had to stay in it to appease everyone, to keep everybody happy, because you got to keep all the sheep happy. But you were doing their bidding, you were doing what they wanted. You were going blindly with the crowd. You were not breaking free of it. It's not your tribe, they're saying. That's not the lion's tribe. That's not your tribe. Those aren't your people. And for most of you, that's not your person. You see this? There is this sheep hung over his back. Here's one leg, here's the other leg. Both legs are tied to this lion's leg. So there is someone that you have felt responsibility for. You have felt as though you have had to carry them. They have been your burden. And you have believed that you have to take care of them. But you don't have to take care of them. They have a whole family to take care of them. You don't have to take care of them. That's not where you belong. You don't have to shoulder that responsibility. They're saying that you've taken on responsibility. That's not your responsibility. They have parents, they have family, they have friends, they have siblings to take care of them. You don't have to take care of them. You don't have to shoulder they're all saying you don't have to shoulder their responsibilities. So for some of you, you were having to take care of them. But the angels are encouraging you this month to break free. And you have this card, make better fucking choices. And on the back it says, if you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So for some of you that have this person to free yourself from, this lion's not chained to anything. This is a rope loosely tied. You have allowed yourself to be held captive by this person that you don't want to be with. They're saying it's time to make a better choice and break free of that this month. Because for some of you, getting into this relationship with this person was a poor choice from the very beginning. And they're saying that you did know that early on. Now, you have these hopes, you have these dreams, you have these wishes. Existence, this would be the Magician card. This is, being at peace, feeling at home, She's sitting in this petal, she's making a wish upon a shooting star. You have these hopes, you have these dreams. You want to venture into the future, you want to venture into the new. They have presented this opportunity for you to do just that. They have presented you the opportunity to go into a new partnership with someone who is in fact your home, they're saying, who is your wish upon a star. But you have to take the action to do that. And for some of you, what's going to help you take that action is remembering how amazing and magnificent you are. Because you have this card, you are talented and fucking amazing. For those of you who, these cards, they guided me this month to use these cards. So for those of you for the cursing, apologies for the cursing, but these cards, we're going through some heavy stuff. This kind of lightens that a little bit. They're very direct messages, but they do make things a little lighter when we're going through such heavy stuff. So, and they also make you chuckle a lot of times. So hopefully you're getting a good chuckle out of them. So even though it'll hit you direct with messages like, oh, dang, thanks for the come to Jesus moment, Nicole. It'll hit you direct, but it will still kind of make you chuckle the way it's presented. So on the back, it does say, the world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. So to move into your dreams coming true, to move into these things that you want, it does require you to remember, A, you're magnificent, you're amazing. Whatever you have believed, wrongly believed, that's kept you trapped in this little hellacious prison you've been in, it's time for that to stop. Number 2, you need to communicate this month because they're trying to send you into a new direction. They're giving you lots of signs, Messages, they need you to trust that divine inner knowing. You've got trust your vibes. At the bottom it says, thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. They're giving you lots of signs, lots of guidance, lots of information. They're getting you blasted with synchronicity. At the bottom it says, thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. So for some of you, you are going to be heading into a twin flame or a twin soul relationship. It could be a high-level soulmate where you are truly each other's home. You are truly each other's other half. If you notice here, this is an intertwining of two angels. They are in perfect balance with each other, but together they are one. And nice thing is you don't have that much homework because you need to trust that there will be divine intervention. Some of you are fearful, is this really going to work? So you have divine intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with and for helping with. I have faith in divine intervention and I fully accept your guidance now. So they are going to bring in some miraculous divine interventions, some miraculous healings, healing of the situation. So for most of you, this relationship that you desire, this person that you had been thinking about, there she is. It's not a new person, it's somebody that you know. For some of you, it's someone that maybe you feel you have burnt the bridges with them in the past. And you're like, oh, I don't know. If they're going to be open to it, they are going to be open to it. You do have divine help with that. The thing is, you just have to, for those of you that do still have to officially break free of someone that you've been holstering, carrying around in your back, you need to do that. And you need to have a conversation. And then the rest of it, you just need to trust. So that's pretty easy. It's fairly easy in the scheme of things. There's your outcome. Of course. Okay. So this is beautiful, Taurus. This is what you want. This is what you've been dreaming of. This, you've been wishing upon a star, dreaming upon a star. They're bringing that to you this month. This will be your outcome in the month of March if you can take the actions that they're recommending that you do. Again, we all free will. You don't have to take the actions. You can say, you know what, Nicole? I don't want to totally get rid of this person I've been schlepping around on my back. I prefer to be in misery because, it's just what I'm used to. Even though you can't stand it, even though you're angry, you're frustrated, you want to be free, you can choose to stay in that. And then you can choose to not have the conversation with the new one. And next month, you'll still be where you're at this month. Or you can take the angel's recommendations. You can finally schlep that person off your back. Let that whole posse go. Because again, for some of you, it's like this group, family, community dynamic where, you've had an intimate, sexual, romantic partnership with the main person you're carrying around, but you've got hooked in by the whole posse. They're not your tribe. That's why you're miserable. You're not meant to be with her, him, and their whole clan. They're not your clan. They're not your tribe. You are a lion. They are sheep. You're totally different. You are not compatible. You are not meant to be. But you know that. You know who you are meant to be with. So if you choose in the month of March to let the one go that's not, to have the conversation with the one that is, look what you get, Taurus. This is beautiful. You have the Two of Chalices. You're one of those signs that I think they were giving you similar messages last month. I really would like to have a different message for you next month. I would like to be like, holy crap, you're planning a wedding. This is amazing. So this is beautiful. You have the Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. And at the bottom that says love. Triumph. This is all about triumph in love, union. You will come into physical union with your twin flame, with your twin soul, with your divine counterpart. In March, you will have a blessed new beginning, entering a relationship that will fulfill you, that in fact will be happy because you've been in relationships that have made you miserable. You will have this fresh start in March. It's right there, Taurus. You just have to go for it. That's all you have to do. You're just so worried. You're all up in your head. You've got concern, marriage, distant horizons. So for a number of you, in March, you're going to finally get out of your head. You're just so worried. You're going to finally get out of your head. You're going to finally break away from the person who you've been chained to, you've been attached to. You're going to be heading in a new direction toward the one that you are destined for, that's going to bring you great fortune. This is the number one most positive card in this deck. That new person is the one. That's the love of your life. this new path, this new beginning of yours.